Hi, Bob Cox here. Welcome to this edition of Free Videos for Solo Fingerstyle Guitar. Tonight we're going to take a look at how I play my arrangement of Don't Let Me Be Lonely Tonight, a great song written by James Taylor in the 1970s somewhere. And that's when I first learned it. I first learned the chords when the song came out. I believe maybe around 1973. It's in the key of D, and it has a lot of chords related to the key. Most of the chords are related to the key of D. It wasn't until about 1999 or 2000, somewhere in that area, that I worked out a solo fingerstyle guitar arrangement for it. That's kind of when I remember doing that. This one is arrangement maybe a little bit more complicated than some of the ones we've done in the past, but still I'm going to explain it without any tab. We'll break it down. We tend to think of the bread and butter chords like the basic major chords, minor chords, dominant chords. Those are the big three families, and all the chords are going to function as one of those three pretty much, with a few exceptions. So even though there are altered and extended chords in this song, don't be afraid of it. It's still going to be based in the key of D. You're going to be a lot of chords like versions of E minor, A, D, B7, also E7. There'll be a G and a G flat. A C add 9, things like that, but those are very common chords in pop music. So first I'm going to kind of play it for you, and then we'll just break it down from there. Here we go. This was the second verse. Then the bridge. Okay, there you have it. I had a couple little hesitations here and there while I was thinking of what part was next, but that's basically the arrangement. So let's just kind of jump right into it here. Like I said, it's in the key of D. The first four chords are basically in variations of E minor, A7, D, and B7. So you might want to write those down. E minor, A7, D, and B7. Then it'll go E minor, A7, F sharp minor 7, to a B7 type chord. So that's two lines of four chords each. E minor, A7, D, B7, E minor, A7, F sharp minor 7, B7, and then we'll be going from a G to a G flat augmented to a B minor to an E7. To recap that, that's G, G flat augmented, B minor 7 to an E7, and then we'll be going E minor, A7 type to a D and a B7 again. Okay, so I'm going to assume that you don't know some of these chords, but I'm just going to name them out And you may know all of them, so that's good. Wherever you are in your experience, if I can play this, I think with a little time invested in the 3 P's: patience, persistence, and practice, you can play this as well. So the first thing I did was play a little 3-note. Let me get in the camera here a little bit better. Here we go. Little 3-note run on the 5th string, open 1, 2. Then on the 4th string. Then it came up here to the 5th position. That means my index finger is in 5. And I made this chord, which is an E minor 9. I hit the top string open. Now this chord is 5, 7, 7, 5 from the 1st string over. 5, 7, 7, 5. Then I hit the next chord is an A13. Now the chord would sound like this. 5th string open, and then from the 1st string over, it's 7, 7, 6, 5. See, 2 chords, do me wrong, and then I played the little A note on the 5th fret. Now it's time for the D. We're going to play a D add 9, and it's 1st string 5, 2nd string 7, 3rd string 9, 4th string open. And I play these first 3 strings, 4, 3, and 2, then the A note on the 5th fret here by itself. So you put those 3 chords together, you're going to have E minor 9, A13, single note, D add 9 to a B7. Now the B7 also has a raised 5 in it, so I'm at the 7th position, okay? And I've got my 2nd string and 3rd string covered at the 8th fret. So I hit the big string first, the B note, then I play strings 4, 3, and 2. Okay? And I kind of played the 6th string and the 1st string together, and then came inside and plucked those other 3 strings. I have a habit of doing that a lot. I'll play melody. The melody's usually on the top 1st or 2nd string, and the bass note's either on the 5th or the 6th string a lot of times. So I'll do a pinch of those 2 strings, and then come in and grab some other strings for the accompaniment. So even though we're holding some shapes that require a partial bar or a bar chord, we're not playing every string at the same time. That's one of the essences of fingerstyle guitars. Many times you may be holding quite a big chord, but maybe only playing 3 strings of it at a time. Okay, so one more time, E minor. I'll just call it by its generic name, but it's E minor 9, A13 in place of A7. This D add 9 to the B7. And it just happens to have a sharp 5 in it. Back to E minor 9, A13. Now come up to the 9th position and play the 5th string, and then strings 4 and 3, and then 2. And now back to the 7th position for a B, pinch the outside strings 1 and 6, and play the that's at the 7th fret, and then the 2nd and 3rd string are covered at the 9th fret. Okay. Then I pull those up and sus my 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the 3rd string to get a resolution. This is a suspended chord. It's like a B sus to a B7. So that much again. Now F sharp minor, B sus, back to B7. Now we're going to play a G major 7 in the 10th position. Oh, sorry. And what I do here is I play the 5th string, then I'm playing just strings 2 and 3, but I'm actually hammering from the 10th to the 12th fret on the 2nd string, and then playing the 1st string by itself. Now back up your bar to the 9th fret, bring your ring finger back to the 11th fret, and this finger is on the 10th fret. So just these two fingers. That's G major 7 to G flat augmented. Now, two single notes here, 10, 12, 10, that's actually three notes. Then bar the 7th fret, and your pinky's on 10, and then lift it to play the B note on 7, and then play an E9 here in the 6th position. Actually, this is the 5th position because my index finger would be here, but this chord I'm only using three fingers, fingers 2, 3, and 4. And the chord is 2nd string 7, 3rd string 7, and 4th string 6. So we came from the B minor, and I hit the top string open again, and then played the chord. Now, a B note on the 3rd string 4, and a D on the 2nd string. Now here we're going to play a little E minor 7, E minor 9 actually, and it's 1st string 2, 2nd string 3, then the G note on the 3rd fret, back to the 2nd fret, and then keep this finger down on the D note on the 2nd string 3 and play strings 5, 3, and 2. Okay. And that's an A7 sus4, and then A to a B here on the 3rd string, and then this is like a D6-9 chord. It's just 1st string open, 2nd string and 3rd string at the 2nd fret, and 4th string open, and I'm pinching 4 and 1, and then arpeggiating the 2nd and 3rd string, so it's 4 sounds. And this last chord in this sequence is a B7. If it's an altered chord, it's a B7. It's actually a B7 with a flat 9. And from the 5th string over, it's 2, 1, 2, 1. So you got to make this finger cover. I'm out of range here. Let me get back in range. I don't know what happened to me. Yeah, here we go. So this finger is going to cover 3 strings. And then you got the G on the top on the 3rd fret. So let's do all that again slowly. E minor 9, A13, D add 9, B, 7 sharp 5, E minor 9, A7, F sharp minor, B sus, back to the B7, E a G major 7, G flat with an augmented or raised 5, 3 single notes, B minor, E9, these 2 notes here, E minor 7, it's actually E minor 9, keep this finger down, these 2 notes, then the D6-9. When I play this B, you can see I played basically 3 things. I hit the root, then I plucked strings 4, 3, and 2, then I put the G on top. Now the second half of this is exactly the same, with the exception of the very last chord. Melodies, so you got to move this pinky from 7 to 8 in the 2nd string. D add 9, B7 augmented. Same shapes, a little different melody. F sharp minor. The sus back to the B7. Here's the G major 7 again. To the G flat with an raised 5. 3 notes. B minor. E9, a couple single notes for E minor 9, to A7 sus. Now just a D. Like that gave us 2 verses, okay? Now you can always go back to the beginning of the video here and watch me play, break it down into sections, just learn a little piece of it at a time. But there we just did 2 verses. Now we're going to go to the bridge. The bridge is basically a B minor, 7th fret, and then here I'm in the 9th position, and my ring finger's on 11 on the 2nd string. I'm playing strings 5, 3, 2, 1. Then I add the D note on the 10th fret with my 2nd finger. So it's go away then, damn ya. Okay. Then the single note on the 2nd string 10, which is an A note. Another B minor. Single note here. That's an E9. Then 2 notes. That was an E to a D. These 2 notes, the B and the D down here. Make sure I'm playing this right. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're going to start the bridge again. B minor, the G flat with the raised 5, single note here, the A note, B minor, E minor 9, A13, single notes here, F sharp to D. Now we're going to play a C and a G and a D. C, a G, and a D. This is a C add 9. So it was a C add 9, 2nd string 3, 5th string 3, and I'm playing strings 5, 3, 2, and 1, then 2 by itself. Then I bring this note, or this finger, play this note on the 2nd fret. Okay, and put your 2nd finger on the F sharp on the 1st string. So you have this chord. Okay, so from here to a D. So let me play that without speaking slowly, and you'll hear it. This is the bridge. Go away then, damn you. Go on and do as you please. Okay, well, like that. Okay, second half of the bridge, B minor, and that's the G flat again with the raised 5, B minor, E9, E minor 9, A sus, now, or C add 9 again. And this is just a G over B here. It's the 2nd string, I'm sorry, 2nd fret of the 5th string, and the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and strings 5, 3, and 2. That's what I'm plucking. Then it goes this little deal, little guitar fill there. So here's the bridge again. One more time. Second half. And now we're ready to do the last verse. E minor 9, A7, D add 9, B7 with the raised 5, E minor sharp minor, B7 sus, resolve, G major 7, G flat 7 sharp 5, B minor, E9, single notes, E minor 9, A7 with the sus. Now he plays a C add 9, and this little outro is, now I've got the second fret barred all the way across, and I'm playing the second string 3 with my ring and the big string 3 with my second finger, and I'm plucking strings 6, 3, 2, and 1. Then these two single notes, which was adding that G on the 3rd fret, then going back to the F sharp on the 2nd fret. And now keeping the ring finger down and bringing the middle finger over to the B flat on the 3rd string, 3rd fret. And now we've got a G flat 7 with a raised 5 here. So we have this chord, bring that finger over, then you can play these two single notes on the 3rd string. Okay, and this is just a B minor 7. Now we need an E9. Could have done it right here. A little harder to grab down here sometimes, so I'm sorry. You could do that, or then you just back up this 1st finger to the 5th fret. Then you have your E minor 9 right there, your A7 sus, and now your C add 9 again. And then a D to finish. That's a lot of work. We're at almost 24 minutes right now, and I want to, trying to keep this under 30 minutes. But so I'll just play it through right now slowly, and you just kind of think of the chords. I may call some of them out. An E minor to an A7 to a D, B7. I'm giving you generic names. E minor, A, F sharp minor, B7. G major 7, G7 flat 5, B minor, E9, E minor 9, A7 sus, D6 9, a B7 type chord, 2nd verse, A7, D, B, E minor 9, A7, F sharp minor, B7, G major 7, G flat, B minor, E9, E minor 9 again, A sus, D. Bridge, B minor, G flat, B minor, E9, E minor, A, C, G, D, B minor, G flat, B minor, E9, E minor, A sus, C, G over B. That's first, E minor, A, D, B. Some octaves. Cover those, but I'm doing those on the 4th and the 1st string, 2 frets apart. 1st string 5, 4th string 7. And a lot of times I just bar like this, even though I'm just playing those 2 strings. And I ended up with the B7 there, the sus. Then the G major 7, the G flat, B minor, E9, E minor 9, A sus, C. Now our 3 or 4 chord ending where we go, I don't want to be lonely tonight, I don't want to be lonely tonight. That's E9, now E minor, A7 sus, and a C add 9. Okay, just like that. Okay, that's basically it. It's a lot of work, but it's not hard. It's not that hard to play. You're just playing alternate and extended chords. Now I'm going to play it one more time for you with a little different feel. I don't know why I'm out of this camera range, but here, I'll get back in here. All right. Okay, that's just to give you an idea of how you can play basically the same shapes with just a little different rhythmic feel, a little more syncopated. The first way I played it was a lot more straight and kind of in the box. Either way is good. Okay, we're just about a little shade over 30 minutes. Excuse me, over 30 minutes. It's a fun song to play. I've been playing it for years. Now it's not that hard to play. It's just some of these altered and extended chords, you have to get used to fingering them. So the whole idea of these videos is to give you a template or a skeleton anyways. So go back and listen to James and listen to other people playing and singing it, and then take these basic chord ideas and put your own feel and your own spin into them. You know, the deal is to bring out your personality. So that's it. Feel free to send me any email with questions or comments at any time. You can do that at bobcox@bobcoxandfriends.com. You can also email me at ballparktab, BALLPARKTAB, ballparktab@gmail.com. And be good to hear from you anytime. So good luck with this, and have fun. Well, bye for now.